Hey everyone, it's Kevin from Strama. Today's video, we are going to do an end-to-end demo of the latest features in Strama and the way that Strama brings value to your sales team by helping project manage your deals. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Today, we're going to take the role of a sales rep. And as a sales rep, one of the first things I want to do is to prepare for my upcoming week. And so in this right-hand table, you see that we have connected our meetings from our calendar. Now, we've actually connected these meetings via our Google Calendar integration. And so you can see all of our different events within our demo account, the attendees, and the ability to record our meetings, and then as well as join the meetings. And so this is using whatever meeting link is in that calendar invite. So by default, we're using Google Meet, but this could very easily be Teams, WebEx, and Zoom video. So just being able to meet your customer where you need to meet them and not having to go to a calendar, a bunch of windows, we can quickly join that meeting from here. Now, prior to joining that meeting, just as best practice, what we might want to do is to draft an agenda. Now, this agenda allows us to stay ahead of our meetings, to set the stage, and being able to control the content and dictate how we want that meeting to go. So, nice little ad that we've included here. And then you'll also notice this idea of a project. Now, those that have watched our videos before are familiar with this data model within Strama, but we can go ahead and talk more about what exactly that means. Now, if I want to add a project, if it didn't already auto add, very simply click on this button and we can choose a project to work with. Today, we are going to talk about our Home Depot project and what's going on here. So for those that aren't familiar with the project again is a unique data model specific to Strama. And what we wanted to solve for here is that there were instances where an opportunity was too singular in nature to fully encompass everything that was going on with the customer relationship. So for example, what if you closed a deal and you were passing that on to a customer success team? They're going in for the renewal the following year with a completely different team. A lot of things were getting lost in the cracks. So we wanted a way to how can we better organize, collaborate in aggregate across multiple opportunities within a customer. In addition, we wanted a way to separate these sort of disparate lines of business if that's something that you might be working with. So with Home Depot, we might be working with that supply chain group. They have a completely different set of stakeholders, executives, and no prior relationship. We don't want this information clouding what we have going here with our expansion project. That's often what we see in the CRM account objects, right? You just see way too much information and can't find what you need. And so this project, while letting us aggregate multiple opportunities, really lets us hone in on specifically what aspect of that customer relationship we want to advance. So in this case, you see here that we've linked two opportunities from our CRM. The CRM could be Salesforce, NetSuite, HubSpot, Zoho, etc. Just the important thing to know here is that, hey, we can now view all the meetings that are associated with these opportunities in one window, one pane of glass. So let's say that, hey, we know that this initial group bought a few seats, and it's important for us to, hey, keep track of how this renewal is going because it directly corresponds to us being able to expand on this project. And so this list of meetings that you see here are all the meetings associated to these opportunities. And if I were to open one of these up, we could quickly see, hey, here's a quick summary overview of the meetings that we've had here with this customer, specifically related to this project. Now, if I wanted to, I can dive in. I can get the details, the notes, the summary, who attended, the opportunity this is related to. But I think where we find the most value with projects is our ability to extract these valuable project plans from this series of meetings. So you can see here that we started checking off the tasks that we had to complete in order to continue this customer relationship, advance this customer relationship. So you see Eric's followed up on a pilot program. I've scheduled an executive briefing. but we do have one task that's overdue, and this is an email task. Now, this is nice because with any email task, we can go ahead and generate a follow-up email based on that context of the meeting. And so very quickly, we can go ahead and send that off, mark the task off, and we are now up to date with our tasks associated to these two opportunities. So it's a great way for multiple stakeholders, instead of going back and forth over text or Slack or whatever, to be able to see what exactly we need to get done to advance this deal. So what exactly Eric and Kevin need to do within the context of our interactions and our meetings to keep things moving forward. Now, moving beyond projects, there might be some times where we need to still update data within our CRM. And a common ask for us is around opportunities. So instead of having to go to your CRM, we wanted to make it really easy to be able to interact with the data within your CRM just straight from Strama. And so I can pull in our opportunities, and we're going to lay it out in a nice Kanban board. And so within this Kanban board, say your manager's calling you up Monday morning, asking you to update a stage. We could very quickly just move and opt to a different stage and keep things moving along. Now, we could even get in depth if we needed to edit details within that opportunity. We can go ahead and do so here. But another way to do that, if we wanted to just give Strama some instructions, we can actually do that from our assistant page. Now, what our assistant will do is our assistant will go in, navigate your CRM for you, and make the appropriate changes. So let's say we needed to update some details with Home Depot. Can you look up our Home Depot pilot opportunity and move that to a stage 4? And so what this is going to do is you're going to see how our agent is looking across our CRM, searching for that opportunity, and it found our pilot and successfully moved that to stage 4. Now let's go ahead and let's look at the metrics for this opportunity as well as the amount. Can you pull that up? So it's going to look at, perfect. So it went in, found our opportunity. It's found that our metrics, we're using a MEDPIC system. So metrics are deals closed per rep, pipeline close, or deals closed per rep, but we don't have an amount for this opportunity. So instead of having to go all the way back into Salesforce, I can say, hey, let's update the amount to $100,000. And very quickly, it's making the changes, updating that opportunity record to $100,000. So if I go in to our Opti, we can now see that it has an amount, as well as these fields that were auto-populated by Strama. So in this case, with our MEDPIC methodology, when we record our meetings, Strama is going ahead and filling these out for us, making life a little bit easier when the big boss is asking about pipeline and deal status. So yeah, so a lot of ways that Strama can help our sales teams, whether it's with joining upcoming meetings, the recording, note-taking, project planning, staying on task, or even with simple data integrity, like you saw there with automatically capturing detail or being able to edit that information as well very quickly with just simple voice prompts. So hope that was helpful for everyone today. Feel free to like, comment, or shoot any questions to us at sales@strama.ai, or feel free to reach out to me directly. So thanks again for the time, and we'll talk soon.